So, The Hawk, so exciting. Just to start with, you have played some massive personalities in your career. I mean, just to name a few, we've got Buddy the Elf, Ron Burgundy, Chaz Michael Michaels, and now Lonnie. Would you say that he's perhaps your most extreme character so far?
You know, I maybe I don't know. I don't really. I mean, I know I was excited as I kind of developed this concept for this guy. I really wanted to play someone who was the most extreme narcissist ever, and I know I've dipped my toe in that pool on many a times, but yeah, I mean, in some ways, yeah, Lonnie is the most extreme in that world. Only because I feel like right now we are in the golden age of narcissism. You know, there are so many narcissists through our political spectrum, through our entertainment, social media zeitgeist, everything, and so I think while this show is really fun and funny and irreverent, we're kind of commenting on all that at the same time.
That's so interesting. Did you take inspiration from any real people, or is it sort of like an amalgamation of that sense of the narcissism that you say is sort of around us a lot more at the moment?
I don't know if, yeah, I mean, I think it was no one in particular. I mean, it's also an examination of pro athletes who refuse to recognize that their time is over, and which can span any sort of occupation. Like there is a shelf life to what you can do in terms of your abilities, and of course, mine will never expire as an actor, ever, right?
Right.
Okay, good. You had a weird look on your face.
No, I was muted to allow you to
Okay,
speak.
yeah. But I've seen a lot of athletes who, have hung on too long. So that's part of Lonnie's journey. They're the competing with his son, who he's both proud of because it's an extension of him, but he also resents. So all of those things, while they weren't taken from anyone specifically, there are many stories like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure people will be able to relate in some way, and go, they remind me of them, that
Yes,
person.
yes.
Your whole career, you've come across as someone who just goes for it. And I really admire that. I mean, just for example, Lonnie modeling for Skims, so many people would be terrified to even consider doing that. But, not you, not Lonnie. And so I'm just curious, like, where do you find that confidence and the ability to just let go and commit and let go of inhibitions, go in all guns blazing? Why not do it all? Like, where does that stem from for you?
There a couple things. I kind of have this. It's part of my DNA that I love sort of holding my hand over the flame for as long as I can before it starts to hurt. And I knew starting out in comedy that I would probably come across other comedians who I thought, oh my gosh, they are just as funny as me, or they are way funnier. But I made a promise to myself, there will never be anyone that will outcommit to a premise, to a role in a way. That'll be the one thing that I know I can do better than anyone. And that's kind of what has governed, everything I've done, as I've just thrown myself and committed in such a way that I don't think anyone can match me. And besides, I think that's our job as anyone in comedy, is to do that thing that you sitting at home feel embarrassed for me. Or, it's a chance for the audience to go, oh my gosh, I can't believe he's doing that. And either it makes you laugh or you look away, but that's up to you. But it's just the only way I know how to do it.